All right. Hello. Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon, depending on where in the world you're logging on from. You've dialed in or jumped on the Save Club Corporate Update Zoom on Monday, the 18th of August, 2025. And folks, brand new, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're excited to have each and every single one of you on. If you happen to be a guest, this is not an opportunity presentation, more of an update, State of the Union type of a Zoom. And we're happy and excited to have you here as well. And I want you all to meet our amazing CEO, Mr. Charles Mui, out in Las Vegas, Nevada. This gentleman does not sleep. He's relentless and tirelessly working on making this the best opportunity to help you save money, and not only save money on everything that you're already spending money on, but also being able to make money helping people save money. What a concept, folks. With a membership-based program, everybody's got memberships, right? And so if you could, if you could say spend $19.97 a day or 60 a month, sorry, or 67 cents a day to save hundreds of dollars a month, it's just a no-brainer, and that's what we got here. We even had somebody on our team, Charles. I don't know if you heard this yet. Just saved $3,000 buying a vehicle. Charles, over to you, folks, to pay close attention to our CEO, Mr. Charles Mui in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, that's amazing, Matt. And we're seeing people get savings that are residual their first week inside of Save Club, just using the savings platform, saving more in 1 week than their membership costs for an entire year. And I really want to, just bring this all back down to what we're doing here from a business opportunity standpoint. Basically, being able to reach out to everybody that has bills, if they've got residual bills, if they're doing their shopping, and to be able to reduce that and know that we've got a $20 decision, $19.97 decision for somebody to make. So what we've been doing is simplifying the offering. As you'll see, every single week we optimize different parts of the business to just make it easier, make it more fluid. And when we're looking at, um, this offering where we're able to save people so much and do it in a residual fashion, we want to just focus on where we can help people save. The dining, the travel, those are things that almost are luxuries. And yeah, you can save incredible amounts there. On a new vehicle, sure, $3,000, not having to haggle with the dealership. I mean, that's a huge benefit, but people aren't buying new cars every day. But what people are doing every day, including every single one of us on this call, is our electricity. And we've opened up 19 states here in the United States. And I want to share with you guys just how impactful this is and how relevant the timing is right now. So it's already happening inside America, and globally. The cost of electricity is going up because the demand for electricity is going up. Every single day, AI is using up more and more electricity, and it takes 10 times the amount of electricity to do the Google AI search than it takes to do a regular Google search. So if you can imagine how many billions of Google searches there are every single day, all of that just increased. I noticed this morning when I logged into Google, it popped up and said, "Do you want to do an AI search or do you want to do a regular Google search?" And it's like, try it new. And they're like promoting it that this is the way, because it's an AI arms race globally. Who's got the best AI is going to get providing more value to the customers, and you provide more value, people are going to use that service. Well, it definitely hurts the electricity grid, and no other part inside of the United States has been hit more than on the East Coast. We were sharing last week about energy prices in New Jersey. Some people's energy bills have tripled, and across the board, it's at least 20%. And what happened was last month, they do their energy auction for the year. So all the electricity companies come together and they bid on energy prices, and it was dramatic. The amount of cost per megawatt went up a humongous amount. And so we're able to help people with those savings. And this is a really hot topic inside of the space right now. So I'm going to share some stats here on my screen of just what what we're looking at. So energy in 19 states is what we're able to provide right now. And there's this whole sector, and what we'll focus in on New Jersey. So why are energy prices going up? Well, like I said, the the cost is going up more, but also there's been additional changes inside of the government. This new bill that was passed eliminated tax rebates for uh, power and the production of green energy. So it doesn't mean that green energy is going to go away. It just means that the government's not going to keep paying for this. So that affects the new amount of green energy projects that are going to come up. Fortunately, there's more drilling, there's more natural gas, there's more other um, power sources, but all that stuff takes up time. And I mentioned that the data centers are also increasing. So just going to keep this in mind because the the 12% increase, it's just going to continue to go up and up and up. And the power grid's not going to keep up with the fast paced growth of the AI industry. So this is something that people are feeling every single day. And you might want to lead your prospecting or address this as have your energy prices gone up? Have you noticed that your energy prices are more? Have you ever looked or audited your energy bill? Because most of us, we just pay it every single month. I mean, in Las Vegas, our energy fluctuates a lot because in the summertime, you're running your AC so much because it's over 100 degrees all day and a big part of the night. So people don't focus on this. But it's a good prospecting question to just ask someone if they've taken the time to audit their energy bill and that they could be saving between 5 and 30% with a single phone call. And that is a big benefit. So someone comes in, they take a look at Save Club, they get all the discounts, all the benefits, but they're able to do this energy audit on the telephone with a real person. It only takes 15 minutes and it could save them residually. And just understanding what's going on in the world with the increase of energy prices, the awareness of that, it's one way to lead our prospecting to get people interested in taking a tour of Save Club and doing it with the $20 membership and getting access to a real person, a real call center rep that's going to save them money. And I'll tell you what, when you're able to get somebody in a 15-minute phone call to save more than $20 a month, they're a customer for life. So we're really going to be helping with you guys, helping provide more tools, more presentations, more opening lines to just get people to even think about what they're spending residually. And again, it's just going to continue to increase from back in 2018 today, and this is just going to continue to increase at a faster pace as the demand for electricity, mainly through this revolution of AI, is going to increase. Now, the average electric bill out there, I'm going to say, and Pete, I know your electric bill, you've got a condo out there in San Diego. Do you know what you're paying for monthly for electricity?
It's doubled for just no reason in the last 2 years. It's about 250 a month.
Wow. And so, we're talking about saving people between 5% and 30% right off the bat, just on a 15-minute phone call. So how many of you are actually having this conversation, opening them up to the idea of having a professional go in and fix this, and it, simply takes, just 15 minutes. And a little bit of insight more into what we're doing here and how this works. So over the last 20 years or so, there's been a lot of programs put out there to help people with government programs, rebates during like 2010 through, I don't know, 2016 or so. There was a lot of programs that came out that incentivized people to buy green energy, and that's where like the community solar program came from. There's been these big solar farms, like right here in Las Vegas, there's massive solar farms. You drive by and it's just like desert, it's just all solar panels. They've got one project over here where they have all these mirrors that point to water and they boil water, and it's a green energy project out there. Well, just by electing to have your energy come from those green sources, you could save up to 30% on your energy bill. It's the same energy, you're just utilizing this program that was in place. But if you don't know how to ask for it or you don't know how to sign up for it, you're not going to get those savings. And so our energy advisors go and do that for you. Now, there's been a sweeping upgrade of meters. Most power meters now in the United States are now smart meters, and they report back. No one's coming around and checking your meter. It's all done through the internet. It's all done sending the information back. Well, in states where energy is deregulated, the smart meters can be used to change your energy of where you're electing to get it from so that you're always paying the lowest price. And this is something that if you want to try to set it up on your own, may be difficult. But again, with just a simple, with your power bill and a 15-minute phone call to an energy consultant, they'll optimize this for you. So like even right now, as you're sitting here watching this webinar, you could be paying a higher price. You could be actually getting a lower price on your energy. You're not doing anything but saving money. And to have access to this inside of Save Club for just $20 to get access, this should be one of the first things somebody does is go in and audit their different bills. And we also do that here with all of your residual bills. So we're seeing incredible savings here. People going from $70 phone bill to a $20 phone bill, all because there's professionals that know how to negotiate your residual bills. We've now are seeing people coming back saying they're now negotiating my other utility, which is natural gas. So Pete, I know you were sharing that with me a bit too. You want to just kind of share a little bit about what you've seen here in as far as our savings hub and lowering these residual bills.
Yeah, I'm going to quantify my first statement because we didn't have deregulation, and I had central air, and it was over $1,000 a month. So I actually had to change my lifestyle. And you stayed here. I had the little AC units. I didn't have a choice. I had actually completely shut it off. So yeah, I love that these guys will negotiate the gas bill for you if you're not if you're not electricity run. Then if you have gas, then they'll negotiate that. I mean, it's amazing. I've had a pretty good experience with these, with this industry for the last couple of years. I mean, all you got to do is call, you upload your bill, and I mean, they're gonna, you don't pay anything unless they save you money, and when they save you money, you split it with them. So it's just such a great deal. I have T-Mobile. They're negotiating for me. I mean, all these things, even like you said, these even people get Terminex and stuff like that. A lot of people get that in the summertime for fleas and if they have animals. So just let them, there's a whole gamut of things. And this is really a skill you want to develop where you pay attention to the things you do. And if you run through, I mean, Save Club is literally, we're trying to hit every possible thing you could have as not only a residual bill, but then, Charles will get into it when you go out to eat and you go out and do things and, maybe you go to Disneyland and stuff like that. Car insurance, that was awesome. One of our members saved $3,000, but everybody could save on their car insurance. So you want to inquire about all these things, and phone bills are crazy too. I mean, it's they have little tricks that they know. Maybe you're over 55, maybe you qualify for a different program. They are experts at all this stuff. And believe me, when you walk into T-Mobile or AT&T, they're not going to tell you, oh, hey, Charles, guess what? You qualify for a 20% discount. No, because it's not in their best interest. But it is in the best interest of our savings hub to tell you, because that's the only way they make money is if they help you. So
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and then there's also programs where we've got group buying power and purchasing power. So we've got a corporate program, and that's the easiest way to. I think the AT&T, it's 20% off your bill. So if you're just a regular AT&T customer and you're not affiliated with an organization like a company, that's one thing they can apply immediately on top of negotiating the other parts of your bill. That's just one thing that will immediately bring down your phone bill. And look, AT&T is the cheapest phone company. I use it. I've used it for a long time. But I was just shocked to know how many different programs they have there and what additional things they can add on as well, especially when you know who you're dealing with there.
Yeah,
Now,
and this is available in Canada too, guys. So this is a huge marketing tool for Canada. And it's also a great for a customer in Canada because, it's not cheap to live in Canada either. It's very expensive.
Yeah. So, Pete, why don't you go back to, we're on a call this morning. We're discussing about savings as a product. And, we're going through, we're seeing different products. I've been in network marketing for 23 years. I get hit up with different products, and someone's coming at me and they go, oh, we've got this so-and-so ingredient in here. And I look at it, I go, well, this is an extra cost to my family. Um, but as far as you look at savings as a product and what that is, how unique that is, because when you look at a membership based savings portal like this, you don't see it on the shelf at Walmart, you don't see it on Amazon. Like, we've got such a unique product offering, and it really has to be brought through network marketing. This isn't something you can really package up there and just be like, go get savings, because it requires a level of understanding and actually a little bit of handholding to help people understand where all the different savings can come from. And that's where we're building a strong culture, with the company here. And it really, you become an affiliate with Save Club, and yeah, you get to make money by helping people save money. But helping them is also understanding these products, using them yourself, saving. So you've got a testimonial, and then you're able to share it with others. So, Pete, why don't you share a bit there about your experience in the industry of savings as a product? So I'm going to pull up some more slides.
Absolutely. So thank you. I love the idea of saving money. I mean, if you can save more than your auto ship, then that's a huge win for everybody, even for customers. They don't even have to be a promoter. They just benefit from it. I'm going to share my personal experience. I spent 10 years with a health and wellness company. It's a great company. It was a great experience. But my auto ship for that was $240 a month for personal use, about $8 a day. Again, save club 67 cents a day. So big difference. So it was about $8 a day per serving. And then I was encouraged to share that product with people. That's the only way my business is going to grow, right? Save Club, I can give away an app. People can use it. They don't have to spend anything. They can experience what we're doing. It's amazing at a million different places. But with my former company, again, great experience. But I was encouraged to share 3 times a day. I was encouraged to share samples with people. That was how we got people interested. And I was actually encouraged to do a 3-day sample with them, which I was not excited about, because if you start doing the math, it's insane. But let's just say I gave one sample away to 3 different people a day, hoping they would join, right? That's $1,000 a month in samples. And again, with Safe Club, I can give away this amazing app. They can have it right on their phone. They can use it right away. In fact, I was telling Charles, I went out to eat the other day and I forgot to check the app and I got cash back. I didn't even realize that restaurant was part of our network. And I was like, oh, whoa, look at, I got cash back on it. So it's an amazing tool. I love saving money. I think in this time that we're in, where things are just really, really expensive. I just got my motorcycle insurance. It's double what it was last year. Nobody called and said, hey, Pete, we're doubling your insurance or anything like that. I just got a bill in the mail. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm going to try to negotiate that down using our services. So I think
Yeah.
it's the greatest product in the world, saving money. A lot of people agree with me. Everybody can understand it. It's never, ever going to go out of style, guys. There's no way some idea is going to come around that justifies spending more money, right? So saving money will always be the best thing out there, the best thing in MLM. We're saving on top of spending, right? And again, my experience was spending lots of money to get people interested. Now I can not only give something away, but I can also, as a promoter, I'm only spending 67 cents a day. So it's a huge, huge difference. And I mean, I just love it. So I've been interested in this topic for 10 years. Charles is the first person I met that's actually doing it right. He's very, very passionate about what we're doing. Before we even launched the company, him and I were talking, and he just loved the idea too. We got a media person, David Dubbs, that can take anything that Charles or I or Matt thinks of, and he can translate that into a video format where everybody can understand it. It's easy to watch and kind of learn. But remember, this is a skill you want to learn. If we were doing a weight loss deal, you wouldn't be able to just eat pizza all day and eat and drink your weight loss. You want to try to eat better. You want to be more cognizant of your health. And that's what we want to do here. We want to teach people how to save money. Pay attention to what you're doing. If there's 2 restaurants you're choosing to go to and one gives cash back, go to that one. If there's a way for you to save money on your phone bill, all you got to do is just make the call, upload the document, your energy bill. You got to take a little bit of action, be a participant in your own success. But I mean, once you get that habit under your belt and you start thinking about it, which is what I do, I think about every day what I do. And, maybe it'll translate into other things in life too, besides just Safe Club. Maybe you'll just pay attention that, hey, I'm a consumer, I'm valuable, and I want to patronize people that reward me and appreciate my business. And if you do that, then you can save a lot of money, guys. And that's happened to me already for sure. And we're only 75 days in. I'm still learning. We're still learning. We're all still learning. So once we become experts at this, there's no telling how much money we can save a month as a member.
And Pete, you made an incredible point there on samples. Everything from, I remember as a kid, I used to walk through the mall and they had the Chick-fil-A in the mall and they'd give you a toothpick with a nugget on it and you eat it and you're like, okay, I got to go buy a whole set inside the store. And when you're able to demonstrate somebody savings through a super slick free app that you can give them, when they're able to experience the card linking where they're out there spending it, it is also a free follow-up tool. Because just like Pete said, and this happened to me the other day too, I got a push notification back to my phone saying you just saved money, and I didn't even know. I just had my card linked, and I was just out there in the world dining. And so, as you're able to use this powerful tool, you can give away an unlimited number of free apps. This is what we call it in the marketing space, a lost leader, because it's not costing you anything. You're already a member of Safe Club. You paid your affiliate fee once a year, $60. You've got all these incredible marketing tools, plus the ultimate prospecting tool, which I think is the free app. And it's something that every time you go and you're meeting people, you're out places, let them know. And the analogy that we were using is if you're with your friend and they dig in their pocket to pull out their car keys and $1 falls out, you probably tell them, hey, you dropped $1. Well, this is a similar type of thing, but this could save, that could be for somebody like every single day as they're utilizing the app. So we analyzed the average savings somebody would get if they're out there utilizing just the free app cashback. And on their card, we're thinking it's going to be between $180 and $225 a year in automatic cashback if they're just a regular consumer, if they are using one trip, if they're doing basic stuff, that they just upload their card and use it and just go about the basic services where this is stuff they're already going to spend money on now, but now they're going to get money just put right back on to their card. So the trick would be, think about how many people that that you haven't exposed the app to. Some of you have done very well with this. You basically said, hey, have you got this free app? And you're just texting them your link. Billy mentioned that he was doing that from his hospital bed and just getting it out to his people there, because it's a rejection-free way to start the business or start the conversation. And then once you get into there, you can just have that relationship, let them know their savings. You can share with people what you're doing. Also, if there's people inside of a city, or if you're prospecting inside of a city, say, hey, do you know about this restaurant? The company, my new business, we're now affiliated with this restaurant, and you can save money there every time you're dining them. Or have you tried it? So different ways that you can start up your conversation and get it going. Now, inside of our 90-day blitz, we created a training on how to make a video and create a testimony. And we're getting lots and lots more testimonials coming in, but I'd love for each and every one of you to submit a testimonial on your energy savings or your monthly bills or whatever. I created a video here. Now we actually have a training that shows you how to make this video. And I've gotten pretty good with my ability to use Canva and make presentations, but by no means am I a professional content developer. But by following the training, I made this little video here. So I'm gonna share with you guys this screen. Just get my sound working. Share with you this video. Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how to save 25% off of dinner using the Save Club free app and membership.
So we're not sharing screen.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
I'm getting 25% off.
That.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to save 25% off a dinner using the Save Club free app and membership. So what we're doing is stacking deals. Here you can see I'm getting 25% off total, 20% off from the My Deals and 5% in cash back through the app. Right here, I opened up the My Deals area from the Save Club back office. I typed in pizza. Now look at this. Look at how many deals are here for pizza. This is just in Las Vegas, just a few miles around my house over here. There's probably 20 or 30 pizza deals just on that page. But where I want to go is right here to Sammy's Wood-Fired Pizza, where we're getting 20% off. And I'd eat here anyways. They got delicious, healthy pizza. And I just click on the coupon, I click on show, and here's what comes up. Here's the deal. This is what I'll show our waiter or waitress at the restaurant. And what I like to do is I screenshot it just so if I don't have internet or something, I just have it there. Now what I'm going to do is open up the Save Club free mobile app. Now here in the free app, I type in pizza and check this out. There are so many restaurants in here, but just for pizza, there's probably 20 or 30 just on this page, maybe more. And I could just scroll for like over and over and like 100 places come up. Now you don't have to do anything to get this cash back. You just simply load your card, you link your card to the app, and I don't have to show anybody at the restaurant what's there. That's how I get the deal. It's a beautiful night here in Vegas. Going into Sammy's Wood-Fired Pizza. Beautiful restaurant. Here's their big wood-fired grill back there. Their chefs ready to make food. Here's our Greek salad. Phenomenal. So good. Also the pizza here on their famous crust they make right here. And then wood-fired up. And dessert had to go for the ube cheesecake. Now here's the discount, 20%, $14.40 just on this one meal. Pretty awesome, easy to share. And we also got our 5% from the app, so a total of 25% off on this whole deal stacking at Sammy's.
Dude, that's like another person coming to dinner with you, like for free. You know what I mean? That's a huge savings.
Yeah, certainly. And I don't eat out all the time, but if I do, I'm going to save 25%. And you saw how many different, deals were back that. Yeah, I'd find it hard pressed if someone actually got the app and uploaded their card, if they would be able to get, it's probably 50% of the pizza joints in town are signed up for the 5% cash back. So if they're going to eat pizza, there's a good chance that they're going to get a reply back saying that they've saved money. And again, this is a free tool that is just part of it. So let me show you guys how to access that tool. So once somebody is a member of Save Club, you use the download the app button here. And if you're on your computer, you scan it with your phone, and then it'll guide you to where to get the app from the Play Store, the App Store. Never send your prospects to the App Store. Don't do that. You have to bring them through the system, through this page where if they're on a mobile device, they click here and it brings them to the App Store. If they're on a computer, they use their mobile device and they scan this and they'll bring them to where to get the app. And what that does is that puts all the tracking in place, because what we're implementing is a cashback match. So we're going through, we're testing all the vendors, we're seeing exactly the payment remittance periods, and then what you're going to be able, and this goes from all the people that you've already introduced the app to, everybody that you're going to be introducing the app to. We're doing a cashback match. So as people go out and they save, so on that deal there, it would have been what I said, $4.40 on the pizza, but that would have been 44 cents for somebody who maybe a year ago or into the future just shared that with me one time. So sorry, was I not sharing that part there? Let me share.
We're the only company in this industry
We're
doing that
sharing.
too. That's for sure.
Okay, I was sharing the screen. I was sharing the screen where I show you where to get the app.
Yeah, you were sharing everything, Charles.
Okay, great. So, so this is an incredible component here, because now you can just go about sharing the app, and people use it, and then as they're saving money, you're making money, and they're not buying a membership, they're not doing anything, and that's really where I feel we can get a lot of traction and momentum. And then, so just to show you again where to access your deals, once you're logged in your back office, you've got your My Deals here. This is where I was accessing that 20% off coupon. We've got grocery savings in here. We're negotiating right now $1,000 in grocery coupons. And when that deal comes live, it'll go right here inside of the grocery deals. The savings hub for USA and Canada, this is the bill negotiation. And so also, if you are here, you're in the United States, Canada, you see somewhere that does not exist, like we had some, was it power companies, Pete, or utility companies?
We had a phone deal up in Canada, and then there was a cable that we're going to be adding to that. As people let us know, we're going to keep adding to it. We're always going to improve everything, guys. Everything's always going to get better and better as we learn, as time goes on, as we work with our partners that provide these. If they provide these services, we're going to work. We're up every day working on this stuff. It's amazing.
And then, so, here with the electricity savings, we started out with 14 states. We're already at 19 states, and this is just going to continue to grow and grow. And I feel that the energy prices are going to increase. Nationwide, they're up 12%, and they're just going to continue to increase. The AI demand is just going to keep jacking up the price of electricity. I mean, I've been in conversations where they're doing major negotiations on pre-purchasing power from natural gas and other areas, just so that they have power to run these data centers. There's a $100 billion project that the government has committed over $11 billion to, and there's already been an additional $90 billion committed, and this is in Arizona. So the whole Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, Glendale, all that area, it's going to be a major suck on electricity. So that whole southwestern part of the country, the power grid is going to be majorly stressed, as they're putting in over $100 billion in data centers and computer manufacturing. They're doing all the semiconductors. So for those of you that don't know, the semiconductor industry, which is mainly in Taiwan right now, the global new hub of semiconductor manufacturing is going to be outside of Phoenix, Arizona. So that's happening. Now, one more area that we're developing, and every week we've got new products coming on board, is this exclusive deals. So currently we've got the skincare. I mean, my skin has never been softer. I've only been using the product for like a week, but in this area, we're going to be continuing to add more stuff. If you haven't seen just how phenomenal this deal is, there's a video here that you can watch to see what the deal is. And sorry guys, this is my internet's having an issue. That's not a part of the site. Like, it makes me load every page twice. I don't know what's going on. But what we've got here with Susol, this is Korean skincare that has to come from all the way on the other side of the world. It is in some of the most beautiful packaging, and this product regularly sells for a set like this for $245. With Save Club, you're able to pick this up with not only we got the bundle special, but an additional 25% off. That's over 50% savings on this fabulous 5 bundle of skincare here. And so you can check it out. You can go to, I put it forward on it, where it is the saveclub.skin. So I just happen to buy that domain and forward it here, but you can visit it from your back office. You can learn more about the product, and there are 850 testimonials from this product that we're bringing over from the Bain website, so that you'll have a lot more validation of what that product is, and how it could work for you.
Charles, my wife wanted because everybody's all excited about Korean skincare. My wife wanted something. and it was one of the skin serums. It was $90 just
For
for
one,
one thing. And I'm
yeah,
a cheapskate, so I bought it on Amazon. And this is a whole kit of probably much better product for
yeah.
just a couple bucks more. It's kind of crazy.
I'll grab a here, Pete. I opened all these up. I'll just kind of show everybody what's going on. First of all, when you're talking about premium skincare, there's something that will always be part of premium skincare, and it is premium packaging. And so this is just a heavy bottle, you know, and it's all beautiful done. It's all custom done stuff. So that's how you know the product is solid. And when the company is around for since 2002 and they're, you know, continuing to grow and expand and open more countries, it's a phenomenal product. And so we'll continue to add more and more things here. The stuff we've got lined up for the exclusive deals, we're not going to put anything back here unless you're able to get the product at wholesale or below. And so the other offers that we have coming for this area are telemedicine, uh, online pharmacy, online mental health. You've got weight loss, everything from like weight loss drugs like Mounjaro and Ozempic to vision, dental, all of that, where we're basically cutting deals. The dental is with Athena Health, which is one of the biggest insurance providers here. We're getting the same dental plan, and we just give it to you at cost. So we're using our bulk purchasing power, our negotiation, and getting these exclusive deals and then putting them in here. So now you can access these things that you'd have to be a big company. You got to be a huge corporation to get access to these insurance of like when you call in and you have your primary care doctor on the phone and you're able to have that for your whole entire family. Just more and more of these deals are lining up here. So we're thinking with Save Club, anything that you're spending money on, we can get a better deal. And we're going to leverage all of the relationships and our group purchasing power to get you the absolute best deal. And so if it's something that's a staple expense, that's what we're going after first. That's why we went after utilities, residual bills, electricity. Everybody's dying out, groceries. And we've got some gas cards for your fuel inside of the free app. That's something that people can access for free, but we're working on additional savings for your fuel costs. Now, when you're able to look at all of your expenses for a year and you're able to bring that down thousands of dollars and help other people do the same, that's where you're getting into the whole core philosophy of the company, which is save more and earn more. And you follow that strategy, and as we optimize the different components, we're going to know exactly how many people that you're going to be able to show the app to that are going to get started with their savings. And just know that you'll be able to help people, really bless them with more money in their bank account at the end of the month than they normally would have had. And you just follow that pattern enough times, and that's how you'll be able to start replacing your own bills and your own expenses with residual income. And when you've got a product that saves people more than they earn, like just with this skincare offer right here, I don't know how many of you use skincare. I know, a lot more women use skincare than men, but if you're able to access the product at wholesale, then, you're going to be saving way more than $20 a month, right there. And that's, the value of the membership. And we're going to tirelessly be adding more and more of what you're already spending money on into the program, which again makes savings as the product. I know it to be the most diverse product inside of the industry, but really I feel it's the best offering that we can bring out as a product. And you're not going to see savings as a deal like this, like it's not sold on store shelves. I mean, the other people that do this are huge companies. You got to be like Amazon Prime or like Costco, and it still won't have the reach and the exclusive deals and the types of savings that we've got here, where we've got just the ability to go in and at 67 cents a day for the membership. Again, a lot of people are saving more than what their membership costs them for the entire year in the first week of just getting in here and utilizing the deals.
Hey,
So
Charles, can I comment on that?
yeah, absolutely.
So, yes, most women use skincare, but guess what, fellas? What's the greatest gift ever? A beautiful set of skincare for your lady or your girlfriend or someone you want to be your girlfriend. So that's huge, really, for women and men. Great gift for Christmas coming up. My wife loves getting stuff like that. Another thing I wanted to mention, because you mentioned the telehealth and all the, the Athena and all that. A lot of us don't have jobs. I haven't had a job in many years. Matt hasn't had a job. Charles hasn't had a job in many years. So to be able to get group benefits, like, which is one of the cool things that you get when you have a job, you get benefits, right? I don't want a job, that's not enough reason for me to want a job, but it's pretty cool that we can kind of tap into that group benefit through Save Club that we don't have to have a job to get. So if I can save money on dental and I can use telehealth and different things like that, I mean that wasn't really available for many, many years. I used to do the National Association of Self-Employed and stuff like that and get a little discount, but until recently you weren't really able to tap into these big companies discounts uh, until it got organized, and that's what we're able to do. So I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah. And I'm pulling up one more thing here. Let me pull it up. I'm going to show everybody our new payment card system that is being installed this week. And by Friday, we're hoping that if you choose to use this system, you'll be able to have uh, your payouts through this new system. So here I got it pulled up. Share screen right here. Okay, so I think all of you can see this new system now. So here's a new e-wallet system. This is a huge advancement in the world of banking. This is what really makes Save Club enter the realm of a Wave 6 company. This is the cutting edge of international banking. And so as of this week, we should be able to turn people on to having a bank account in 195 different countries. So for all these unbankable people in parts of China, India, different third world countries, they'll be able to have full access to a virtual debit card. You can get a virtual debit card. You can get a physical debit card. You've got a full crypto wallet back here. You'll be able to have access to ACH, where you can have your commissions paid here. You can pull it out on your debit card. You can take money from inside of this system and send it to your bank account. And again, all those different countries. So you've got your card access, you've got your e-wallet, you've got your bank access, you've got your crypto, and this is really a tier one banking platform that makes Save Club a virtual digital bank, and we'll be able to set people up with payments. So for people in countries where you're just not able to get paid efficiently, when we pay on Friday, you'll be able to get your settlements. And I know this was a big deal having crypto. A lot of people want to continue to build their crypto holdings. Well, what you can just select to have your money deposited right from your Save Club back office right here into your crypto wallet with the new platform. So just wanted to share that with everybody. It's just another big development that we've been working on for months. The other part of this development and why we went with this solution is because this solution is going to allow us to take payments through various different apps. We've identified 18 different global apps that people use to send money into the system. So on the checkout page, you'll be able to select RuPay. You'll be able to select WeChat Pay. Those are the two biggest that we're going after. We've had huge demand from our Asia teams and to put those in place, and we're going through all the different testing. We have to get approvals at the highest level with WeChat, with RuPay, with these different payment systems, because they want to know where they're sending their money to. So we've got this tier one banking platform. There's been rounds and rounds of the KYB, the Know Your Business, KYC for the different primaries here. Every developer, everybody that works on this, it's tier one banking security, and we're staging this to be pushing cashback money all around the world. The reason this platform and this system needs to be in place, because as we open up 58,000 global retailers for cashback, we've got to get that cashback money to people in all different parts of the world. And so we had to really beef up our payment distribution systems, make them so easy, so fluid, have them totally branded. So you were seeing before going through like iPayout, we were working with BitPay, we were doing these kind of fragmented systems. Now we've got one system where we're going to be able to distribute loads and loads of savings and money back to people. So, as we were thinking this up and saying, okay, we're going to be disrupting $1 trillion a year in advertising and potentially redirecting millions, tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars in advertising budgets to people. How do we actually get them the money back into their systems? And the other ways that this was done, the only other people that have been able to do this on a big level were like PayPal, just to let you know. So you had to be a PayPal level payment distributor to really start playing with cashback and rewards at that level. And I feel we're going to be able to make those transactions and have this fluid system and grow and scale at a rapid rate. Now, the key part is for us to do that, we've got to have the right tools. We got to have the right leadership in place. So for the last like 48 days, we've been teaching people through our 90-day Blitz training program, finding the right leadership people to understand. And over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be opening up a public calendar where we're doing 15-minute appointments to start introducing new people directly on Zooms or three-way phone calls. Pete also is saying he wants to get back more into the phone calls, because we know that in this industry or in any faction in life, to do something, you need the right leadership involved. And there's many people that you may know that you haven't approached, or they've seen Safe Club, but they don't understand it all the way. And having that personal touch, being able to answer questions, not only do we learn a lot from a corporate standpoint, really understanding what the concerns that people are having, and we're able to fix and dial those in at a greater rate, but we're able to give you access to the answers and the team directly. And this is something that we're going to do in this period of time, because as this starts growing and we start duplicating into tens and tens of thousands of people, there's no way we're going to be able to address and recruit leadership directly. We'll have to be doing it on live presentations like this, where we're addressing many. So keep an eye out for an email coming out. It'll be a calendar, and you'll be able to just book in time. And I encourage you to identify the best leadership people, influential people. This last week has been tremendous in our development, working with organizations. I've got one group that's 6,000 employees and growing, and that the founder of that business, we're releasing the app in a co-branded fashion to all of their employees. And he's delighted, because he knows, if he's got all of his employees and their family members, let's just say he's got 6,000 people now using the app, they're all getting cash back. They're winning. They're happy that their boss brought them this program. Well, he's going to be making a cash back match on all those people. So it's a win-win scenario there. We're working with a large church group. We've started the conversations with a large church group in New Jersey. That's why I was doing a lot of research about the New Jersey energy prices and how we can help those people. But again, with the marketing tool, that I think our ultimate prospecting tool is being able to give the free app to the whole organization. And so as the congregation uses the free app to save money, the organization is going to get all that extra cashback match as tithing. So it's just a way for people to give more to the church without having to reach into their pockets and spend money that put out money that they might not have. It's just natural into their spending. So as we're reaching in and doing the super networking and attracting leaders, that is just another way. Now that we've got the product set, built and growing, We've got our payment system built and growing. We're on a sharp increase of tools and technology and value. And for those of you that are going to really dig in and understand this, now we've got trainings inside of the 90-day blitz on each one of these. So we talk about super networking, working through organizations. We talk about doing custom campaigns. And for the people that have come to us, they say, hey, I want to go after colleges. I want to go after college parents and college students. We took that advice in, and we were able to make a tremendous video and landing page directed towards bringing in the college level people. So we're open to that, and there'll be a lot more ability for us to hear directly what you need inside the field, and then translate that into tools that you can start using to grow the business. So guys, we're running up here on like an hour. Pete, I want you to discuss a little bit. You've been doing network marketing for decades, and when you see times of growth, when you see industry growing, can you just emphasize just the value of recruiting in leaderships, the value of three-way phone calls and warm introductions, and just what the difference maker is there when you're able to really work with people directly.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I've never tried to be a big recruiter. I like leverage more. I want to work with the right people and not spread myself too thin. So, this is such a great industry. One person can completely change your life. And, if you can find a couple, then you're a superstar. I remember at my last company, most people have a big team from one good person they brought in. But if you could get two, oh my God, you were gonna really be successful. And if you get three, you're a legend. So it doesn't take much in this industry. You got to just, get after it every day, and it will happen. I just want to touch on a couple of things. It's funny, I have been in the industry a long time. I get hit up all the time about different stuff. The banking scenario you were just talking about, I actually have had multiple people pitch me like on $1,000 sign up or something to do what our banking is going to do for free. So, yet another thing we're going to do for people that we're not charging anything. Another thing is the mindset. The 90-day blitz is incredible. If you go to school, SKOOL right now, there's tons of people. It's literally $1 billion a day industry, and Matt'll back me up, of people selling courses. They're not even nearly as robust as what we have in our 90-day blitz, and we keep adding to it. So, mindset is another great thing you can get here at Save Club. And, to be honest with you, this industry, a lot of people say it's self-development disguised as a business. So don't ever forget that part of what we're doing. If you get in there and get the right mindset every day, you don't have to meet up with people in person and stuff like that. It could be someone you never meet at all. You can learn from them. David Dubbs just goes just way beyond creating stuff every day. A lot of the stuff he creates, yes, I want to learn it and I want to get good at all that, but I honestly, I don't have to, because he's doing it for us. And the other thing is, maybe I'll never be able to do the things he does, but I have this amazing asset, doesn't charge anything. The company pays him, but I don't have to pay him personally to create all this amazing stuff that I can use every single day. And I just think it's the greatest company in the world, honestly. Charles is up. Every time I try to get up early, Charles is already up working. Dubs is already creating stuff. Matt's already calling me, telling me, hey, we better do this, we better do that. Matt keeps us all honest. And then we have this incredible Kelly, who was already very successful with a similar comp plan, who's at the top of our leaderboard, just showing us how it's done. And we just have such a great team. But guys, we're only 75 days old. We're just getting started. So we're going to get better and better and better and better. And I just want to say one last thing. After 10 years of hard work, it wasn't my fault. My company sold to another company, and I was kind of SOL. And this came along at the perfect time, and it saved my life, guys. Because I have a wife, I have a family, I have a dad in a hospital. It's very, very expensive. And this came along and saved my life. So I am 1,000,000% committed to making this just the best company in the world. And Charles is too. And there's a whole bunch of other people I haven't mentioned. So you just got to get after it. Get in the 90-day blitz, learn how to save money, take advantage of the skincare, the electricity savings, all the different things you can benefit as a customer. And now we have the $19.99 in there. If somebody doesn't want to do network marketing, they don't want to hear about that, they can come in and save money and do all the cool things that we're doing just as a customer. And I'll give you an example. My last company, I had about 8 customers for every promoter. So that means here we could have 8 or 10 or even more because we're giving it away. Let's say you had 15 customers for every promoter. That's another 15 people in your matrix. That's another 15 people you're helping. I mean, we haven't even, expanded on that yet. So there's just so much cool stuff we're going to do. We're just getting started. This is going to be the
And
greatest company in the world. It's absolutely the greatest product in the industry. Saving money is super duper important right now, guys. Everything is just getting crazy. And I would know because I live in the most expensive place in America, San Diego. So believe me, I'm very familiar with how crazy things can get, eggs and gas and all the different stuff. So I'm just very grateful that this came into my life. I'm very grateful for Charles's hard work, his vision, and David Dobbs for creating all this amazing stuff we can use. Guys, other companies charge big bucks to create reels and videos and funnels and all that stuff. I don't know how many funnels we have, but it's like we're approaching like 2 dozen. It's crazy. So we
yeah,
just
Pete,
gotta take advantage of all this stuff. It's all free. Part of your 67 cents, I guess you could call it.
and Pete, I didn't even share this. This is today's content drop. And we've got new stuff. We got new stuff coming out
I
every
can't
single
even keep up with him anymore, bro. He's a machine. Anyway, sorry.
So yeah, so we've got new content coming out regularly because the people that utilize this, that understand the power of the consistency and developing an audience. These tools are available here. I didn't even mention it today, but the content drop folder is just more and more loaded with what's going on. And now we're going to be starting to target, because of what we're doing here with one of these nonprofit groups in New Jersey. We're going to be targeting specifically a funnel that is designed for the crazy increase in energy prices within that state. And that's coming from somebody in the field. It's coming from a Save Clip affiliate, just like all of you that are watching this call. Said, I know this group. Here's an idea, and then we work with you on it. And so we have the capacity right now. And this is what's amazing about being with the company at this phase, is that we can now be directed into these areas. And so don't be shy. I will be getting out
The school, Charles.
calendar here to really work it out.
Back to school savings, Charles. Back to school. We should really be pumping the back to school stuff. I'm about to do a big blitz on my Facebook and social medias about the back to school savings because I know some places are already back, which is early, but up here it's coming in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and we did that, gearing towards the college component. We were really there. But the new customer page, like Pete was mentioning, is a great way for people to take a look at what's going on here and make a $20 decision. And so our recent trainings here, as we're going into the compensation plan, when someone gets started inside Save Club as like an affiliate for $79.97, we want to show them how to get that money back, because you're doing this to be in a business and you want to make profit. So if you were to bring in 4 other people at $79.97, you're covered. It's a 25% fast start. Well, there's additional money. There's additional money that goes up into the plan that way. And the model that we built out, is it 4 who get 4 who get 4? The model that we built out is 2 who get 2 who get 2 who get 2. And with the customer program, it works the same way. It doesn't matter if someone comes in as an affiliate or as a customer, but everybody should be able to go find 2 customers. And we're able to use that methodology in a way that duplicates it. It's pretty outstanding. I'm going to share one more thing. This was my last
4 people maxes out the comp plan too, guys. 4 people can max out this comp plan. It's insane.
Yeah. Well, and Pete, we encourage, we show people, give them the tools to, get 4, and, customers getting customers. But, when you run this program and, as you get going and you got your first level here, you need 2, then 4, then 8, all the way through 10 levels. It's not that exciting. It's 1,000 people very realistic, where we're going, with the company, what we're seeing with other cashback apps that are out there, there's, far beyond that. But it's exciting when you get into these deeper levels. And when you're put together a matrix that has, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 levels, it accommodates for a lot more people, but it's about the consistency of the growth. If you want a flashy project where you go sell a $10,000 package and you make a $8,000 commission, that stuff's out there. But to help people with a free app and to grow it, it's when you get into these numbers, and this is where you get true residual income, because when you have large numbers, people will stay. It's like a lung in your body. A lung in your body isn't a big like balloon. It's millions of little cells. So if you get punctured in the lung, your whole lung doesn't just pop. You've got all the other cells, working together to keep you breathing. Well, the same thing inside of a network marketing organization. As you build a group and you get accumulation of people, you've got more people duplicating. You've got more ability to grow. And with our system, where we've got over 30% of people coming on board as VIPs, well, that's income that you're happy to get paid on for the next 11, 12 months, when you get them started. So you're ensuring yourself residual income. So it's really the strengths in numbers, but it gets there through duplication. And our latest trainings, focusing on educating on that component, because getting the duplication component here, as we get that working properly, I know that this is going to be a big part of how we can set the most amount of people, free. And so, we talk about getting 4, but really the 2 by 2 by 2 and the way that works out through the matrix can be something that's incredibly powerful. So, to get, deeper understanding of that, we're going to be really focusing on those components through the 90-day blitz and getting that training out there. So, with that, guys, I know we're over an hour here. I don't want to hold you hostage on these calls, but thank you so much for chiming in here. I'll make an announcement, 2 big announcements coming out this week. There'll be an email to all the affiliates, where if you've got questions you want to ask me directly, we're going to open up a bunch of times where we're fielding different inquiries. I also just want to hear from you. I want to hear what's working, what's not working, and collectively get everybody's thoughts in here. That there might be things that are affecting you that you don't even know. I'm sure that that'll come up inside of our probe here into hearing from everybody. So again, thank you so much for attending, and we'll see you guys next week. And again, the other email that will come out is as soon as we got our new payment system up and live, we'll put that out there. Any of the payment systems that you have now, all of them stay in place. Okay, so you don't have to do anything. If you're happy getting your ACH, if you're happy getting your paid out through iPayout, please keep all that in place. You want to try out the new system, you need a virtual debit card, you'd like to have an additional debit card, that'll be available as well. So as soon as that's live, we'll put an email out to everybody letting you know that those systems can be an option for you. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much. Have a happy Monday. Thanks for attending.
Thank you.